Welcome back, guys, to another edition of the Football Corner, where we do our podcast exclusively from a corner. I literally just got out of the shower, guys, so bear with me in my lovely hair today. Going to get it cut on Friday, so pretty hype. Hopefully I wake up on time. That's always the biggest issue, waking up on time. So, what I wanted to do today, which I'm not going to do as extensive as I wanted to do, I'm going to do my early MVPs after the first month, excuse me. And I really want to do like comeback player of the year and defensive player of the year and coach of the year and all that stuff. But we're going to do that next week. We're going to give the other stuff. But right now we're just going to talk about MVP right now. And then next week, if I remember, we'll talk about who I think all those guys are going to be. So, yeah. With that being said, the MVP of the NFL after month one, after the first month of football, the MVP of the NFL, Trace Visoli, throw it on a dime. I don't know that meme because if you do, you're goated. But yeah, he's pretty good, Trace Visoli. Yeah, what do you guys think? Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the early season MVP. It's kind of not even close. Kind of close though, I guess. Aaron Rodgers has played some really good football, and just completely, I missed complete on him. Like everything I was talking about in the offseason about, I don't think he's got it. I don't think he's got the fling anymore. I don't think he can do it. I just completely wrong. I don't think I ranked him top 10 in my quarterback rankings, and he's really just proven everyone wrong. 13 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. He's got like 1,200 yards, and he's 4-0. So he's having a great season. He'd be number 2 for me. And this isn't the MVP race. Isn't who I think the best quarterback is. I still say, without a doubt, that Patrick Mahomes will outplay any quarterback in the NFL. And he would be probably number 5 in my rankings for MVP right now. He's 11 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. I think 1,200 yards, something like that as well. 4-0. So it's not like he's having a bad season or anything like that. It's just the people I put in front of him, I think, are having a better season, a little bit more surprising season. But Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. I think Russell, what he's doing right now, he's just cooking. 16 touchdowns to 2 interceptions with, I believe, 1,300 passing yards or something. I think a little less than that. Didn't keep, the 5 touchdown day. He only had 2 this last weekend, which isn't a big deal. Like, he's still on pace for probably 50 touchdowns, and he might get it, and I hope he does get it. Excuse me, there's like a spider web on my leg. I'm wearing shorts, so I can feel it. So I think Russell is going to be the MVP, just the way it's going. I mean, you throw 16 touchdowns through, and I know Aaron Rodgers is close with 13, but you throw that many touchdowns, you're probably going to throw 50. And if you throw 50 touchdowns in the NFL, so long as somebody else doesn't do it in the same season, you're probably going to win. That's why I think Russell probably will win it no matter what. Really crazy, hasn't ever received a vote. That's pretty amazing. But crazy things happen. Drew Brees has never even won the MVP either. He's probably gotten votes at least. But things happen. But I think Russ he's going to get it. He's going to get a lot of votes, not only one. So that's my early season MVP. I said Aaron Rodgers is probably second for me. And then shockingly, I would put Josh Allen at number 3. He is 12 touchdowns to 1 interception, I believe, with 1,300 passing yards. He's second in passing yards right now. And he's just, MVP is most valuable player, and he is the most valuable player on the Bills team. Stephon Diggs, they went out, amazing trade for that. He's leading, or tied, I think, for the league receiving yards leader, I'm pretty sure. And he's just been playing great. If you guys have seen the Bills games, he's just making amazing catches, and he's just a reliable guy. So that was a great trade for them to get Diggs. And Josh Allen has just played really good. And I can't stand the people that are saying, well, hold up, he's still bad, or hold up, you can't say he's that good yet. No, I mean, the guy's he's playing like a goat right now. And I know he's got some issues with the fumbling and all that, but that'll work itself out. The big thing is he's not throwing picks. He's got 12 touchdowns and 1 interception, I believe, and he's second in passing yards. So number 3 for me, and he's 4-0. That's the reason he's the Bills' most valuable player, and he's a top quarterback right now. And number 4, I would go with Dak Prescott. He's lighting it up. 4 weeks with a 450. I know that was a record. Hit 500. That passing attack for the Cowboys he's lighting it up. And congrats to him. He's probably going to get a $40 million a year contract from this. I didn't think he was worth it at first. But after, the market was set, I think having Mahomes at $50 million and Watson at 50 or 45, I think you could put Dak Prescott comfortably at $40 million with those numbers. Before, the highest paid was Russell at 35. So, he was going to get $5 million more than Russell Wilson. I was like, nah, you can't do that. But now, I mean, it makes sense, and he's playing really good. And the reason he wouldn't be higher on my list is he doesn't have the touchdowns compared to the other guys on the list. I mean, he's close to Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen. He has 9 for, I think, 3 interceptions and obviously 1,600 passing yards. But the big factor of why I put him so low is because the team is 1-3. And it's not his fault. It really is not his fault. The defense is absolutely atrocious on the back end. They just let up a lot of points. And he's doing a lot. He's doing as much as he can. But you wouldn't give the MVP to a team that, I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs. They have to make the playoffs in this division. But even if they went 9-7 compared to the Seahawks, they're probably going to go 14-2. And Russell will have numbers that are surprising, just like Dak's numbers are surprising right now. So, they would give it to Russell because the team was better. It's just how the MVP works, unfortunately. But, I'd put him at 4 comfortably, even with the 1-3 start that they've had. They just got to turn it around. That's all. And they're playing the Giants this week, I think. So, they got to win that game. They do win that game, but they have to. And if they don't win this game, again, we'll get into that. Hold, pause. And then Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, number 5. Sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties. This edit is going to be really choppy and really bad. I don't care. All right? Making it work. I'm doing what I do. That's it. I don't want to do too much. I don't know how to do a lot of editing. Although I did go to school for acting, and we did some editing in the school. But we worked with a very advanced program that I didn't really understand anyways. So, whatever. This is what you guys get. If anyone watches it, like I said, I appreciate it. But I don't know if I cut it off before I say Patrick Mahomes is my other MVP. But we'll stop it there. Those are my early season MVPs. Now, let's get into this awful week I had last week. Sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss, and I missed hard this week. This is my worst week yet in the predictions. I went 9-6. We had a unexpected bye with the Steelers and Titans, so lost a game there. But other than that, I went 9-6. Started off with the Broncos and Jets, and I predicted that one wrong, so that was a good start. And we're going right into next week. It's not going to be hard to do better than 9-6. Still in the positive, but that's just absolutely garbage. The other weeks, I was like 11, 12, 13 wins, or 12. I back-to-back 12 wins. 9 is just not acceptable. That's just too many losses on the back end there. 6. I got 6 wrong. This week, I'm going to try to get 16-0. That's a goal. So let's start up with Buccaneers and Bears. I'm actually excited for this Thursday night, and it's going to be on Fox as well. So if you don't have NFL Network, you can watch this one. It's going to be on Fox and NFL Network. This is a good one, though. So Bucks, Bears. Bears are really good. Nick Foles is not the greatest quarterback. Mitch Trubisky is not the greatest quarterback. They're making it work. That defense is playing really good. And the Buccaneers, at 3-1, the Bucks are really just plowing through their competition at the point. They've won 3 straight games. So I'm gonna say that trend continues this week. Buccaneers are gonna beat the Bears. I don't see the Bears being able to outscore Tom Brady in this offense. I know Chris Godwin, again, is going to be out this week. I think that's 3 games he's missed this year. Kind of disappointing. But I'm going to be happy when he returns. We're going to see probably an increase of Gronk because O.J. Howard, unfortunately, tore his Achilles. That's absolutely terrible, and I hope he gets better. Quick recovery for next season. And the Buccaneers' defense is pretty good. So, although the Bears are a stingy defense, the Bucs are going to win this game 24-17. I'm excited for this one. This one's probably the best Thursday night game of the year so far, other than the opening game of the year. Then we're going to go over to the Eagles and the Steelers. Let's go, baby. Steelers back after the bye. The Eagles are coming off their first win. Beating the 49ers somehow. The 49ers, I don't even know if you call it the 49ers. Maybe you cut the team in half, call them like the 25er and a halves. I don't know. But a win's a win. They're leading the division right now. I don't see them coming into Pittsburgh with fans this week winning. I just don't see that happening. So I'm gonna take the Steelers. First time we're going to score 30 points this year is against the Eagles. 34-14. I want the Steelers to really be dominant on defense this week. It'll help for me bragging about their defense. Moving on to the Bills-Titans. If this game even happens, today's Wednesday. Some more players tested positive. So they're not practicing probably for the rest of the week. If they have COVID, they're not playing. So maybe this game doesn't happen. But if it does happen, the Titans are going to suffer their first loss. Now, you'd think that they've had a rest, but other than the players reportedly getting together and practicing at a high school, which came out today as well, they haven't practiced. So the Bills have a lot of momentum, 4-0. They're going to go to 5-0, beat the Titans 34-28. And Corey Davis is out with COVID, I believe, which is a big loss if they're playing on Sunday. If not, I don't know what the league's going to do moving this game around. Maybe they extend the season and put these games in the back end, but we'll see. And we'll watch the Patriots closely because Stephon Gilmore also tested positive for coronavirus today. Hopefully it ends there, and hopefully we see Cam Newton back on the field very soon. Cardinals-Jets. All right, I had the Cardinals coming back and winning last week. They didn't. They lost. But this week they're playing the Jets, and they got to win, right? They just have to win. The Jets, they need to lose so that Adam Gase can get fired. They're looking at the Texans like, wow, why can't we do that? Why can't we fire our bad head coach? Cardinals come in here 34-17. Joe Flacco is starting for the Jets. Moving on to the Rams and the football team. You know which one I'm talking about. I'm just going to take the Rams right off the bat. I don't even have to talk about how Kyle Allen is starting for the football team. You know which one I'm talking about. The Rams come in here 27-21. Jared Goff needs to play a little bit better. Raiders-Chiefs. Taking the Chiefs. Again, this is going to be an easy game for me to pick. The Raiders are looking good, but the Chiefs are just better. We know this. They're going to be 5-0. A lot of teams staying undefeated this week. I got the Bills staying undefeated this week. The Titans, unfortunately, will suffer their first loss. The Steelers staying undefeated this week. And the Chiefs staying undefeated this week. And I have the Jets staying defeated this week. So, yeah. Chiefs score 42, Raiders 34. be crazy if that. I don't think it'll happen, but we'll see. Jags Texans. I wanna say the Texans get a dub here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna stick with the Jags here. I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm gonna stick with that man, Gardner Minshew. Jags are gonna come in here 24-21. Gonna be a close game, divisional game. Both teams really need to win if they want to stay in the hunt. Texans new coach, probably gonna tank this year and get some good players in the draft. Do they even have a first round pick this year? I don't even know. I don't think they do. I think they traded away for Laramie Tunsil. I think the last year and then this year they don't have picks. Might be wrong. Not sure. I'll have to look into that. Bengals Ravens. Ravens easy. Unless Trace McSorley is starting for the Ravens, then obviously the Ravens will win. Well, they're gonna win anyway. So. All right. Never mind. Disregard. Bengals got their first dub last week. That ends with the Ravens. They're just too good of a football team. Lamar Jackson, too good of a quarterback. But I think the Bengals are going to score some points here. I'm going to say Ravens 28 to Bengals 21. Panthers Falcons. Panthers have been looking deadly. Falcons, they look dead. So I'm going to go with the Panthers. Panthers take this one 28 to 20. But here's the thing. Falcons score 20 points unanswered in the first half, and then obviously they do what they do, and they blow the lead. Moving on to the Dolphins 49ers. 49ers are going to... You know what? Hold up. 49ers are losing this week. You guys see what the Dolphins did to the Seahawks? I know they have a bad defense, but this 49ers team is just not there right now. I think Fitzmagic goes in here and just 4 touchdowns, 400 yards, and the Dolphins win it. I think the Dolphins can actually win this game. Honestly, I think that they can. After seeing the Eagles beat the 49ers, the Eagles, come on, the 49ers just don't have players. So if the Eagles can beat the 49ers, so can the Dolphins, who are a way better team on paper. And just, I mean, you look at their defense, you look at their offense, the Dolphins are better. I mean, Carson Wentz is probably better than Ryan Fitzpatrick is, but at least Fitzmagic has some wide receivers to throw to. So I'm going to say the Dolphins go in here, score 35, 49ers 21. Moving on to the Cowboys' first win. Second win. They already have a win. My bad, Cowboys fans. My bad. It feels like you don't have a win, but you guys do. It's 1-3. And this week you're going to overtake the Eagles and reclaim the division at 2-3. Cowboys probably going to put up 31, 32 points, something like that. Giants probably 17. Cowboys offense is way too good. I mean, that's just simply it. That's it. Moving on to the Colts, Browns. Colts have been really good. They've won 3 straight as well, I believe, right? I think, yeah. Their defense is playing really good. And I figured this would happen with Philip Rivers. I've been talking about it through the offseason. They needed a quarterback to plug and play. I don't think Philip Rivers is amazing, but he's still good. And the offense around him is really good. So I figured that this would happen, that they'd be good. I was a little worried after they lost to the Jags. I was like, oh, never mind. I guess I was wrong, but it looks like they're going to be good. And this division, not so good. The Titans, yeah, are doing all right. And the Colts, in my predictions, would then now take over the division leaders over the Titans after their first loss. But the Texans are 0-4 right now. They're probably not making the playoffs this year. And the Jags probably aren't going to make the playoffs. So it's definitely a good sign for Colts fans, especially if they can go 4-1. Good start to the season. Really healthy start. Winning 4 straight. Browns are 3-1. I'm utterly shocked. I mean, who would have thunk they would ever score 49 points in a game? I'm just completely baffled by that. And they're doing good, and they're a good team. I think this is going to be a good game. Colts defense is really good. Browns defense is all right. Not that good. And that Browns offense is decent. But the Colts offense probably will outscore what the Browns can do to them in the Colts defense. So, with that being said, I'm going to say the Colts score 28 and the Browns score 27. Really close game, the closest of the weekend so far in my predictions. And we are moving on to a game that, again, we don't know if it's going to happen. Broncos-Patriots, another player tested positive today. We'll see if that's a trend going into the weekend. But I'm going to take the Patriots. And there's rumors that Cam can come back this weekend. And if he does, it's an easy dub for the Patriots, I'd say. If he's not, it's going to be a close game. If it's one of the other guys they have, Stidman or Hoyer, against the Broncos, who I believe Ripon is starting again. I don't think they're starting Blake Bortles. So it's probably going to be a Patriot win regardless if Cam plays or not. I'm going to say the Patriots take this, we'll say 30-25. That's a weird score. Probably won't happen, but we'll say that. And now we got the Vikings-Seahawks. Vikings finally had their first win. They're going to lose this week against the Seahawks. Russ is cooking. Probably going to throw 3 touchdowns or more this weekend. Seahawks score 38. Vikings 24. Moving on to this Chargers-Saints game. Chargers have been playing pretty good. But the Saints are going to win this game. But the Chargers are playing pretty good. But the Saints will win. I'm going to say the Saints 28 to the Chargers 27 as well. Close game right there. I don't even know if Michael Thomas is playing this weekend again. But, they'll win anyways, I think. And that concludes this week. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully, we can do better than 9-6. Maybe not. And as always, I'm still waiting to be sponsored by Stewart's. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's right around the corner. Yep. Packers and Lions are on a bye as well. Just want to let you guys know. So I think that'll be a tie between those two playing on their bye. And with that, you guys have a great weekend. I hope if you guys are in New York, you're enjoying the foliage and fall. It's my favorite time of year. I love pumpkin pie. I love the leaves, just not cleaning them up, which I'm going to have to do soon. It is a little sad because my car is going to go away pretty soon. And that means I'm going to have to move into the house because this area I'm filming in right now will have a car in it. I'm going to film here until I can't. So, figure that situation out when I get there. That's all I got. I'll see you guys on the flip. Have a good weekend. Hope you win your fantasy matchups. I hope your team wins unless you guys are Eagles fans. I then hope you guys lose, as you guys will. And I'll see